Imagine a world where the rules of survival are shattered, where each decision you make could be your last. Into the Dead. Our Darkest Days is not just another zombie game, it's a haunting journey into the depths of human resilience and despair. In a world ravaged by the undead, you're not just fighting to stay alive, you're battling the crushing emotional toll of every moment you survive. This isn't about shooting your way through waves of zombies. No, this game challenges you to confront the very essence of survival in a broken world. As you navigate through desolate landscapes and crumbling ruins, every step you take feels like a weight on your soul. The loneliness of the apocalypse is palpable. The ever-present threat of zombies is just one layer of the haunting reality you must face. But here's the twist. You're not just trying to survive physically, you're fighting an internal battle too. Will you keep your humanity intact, or will the world around you push you into madness? Every decision, every encounter, is a test of your strength, willpower, and emotional fortitude. Into the Dead. Our Darkest Days is not merely about dodging zombies. It's about grappling with your own survival instincts and questioning what it means to stay human in a world where humanity itself has crumbled. Stay tuned as we dive deeper into this intense emotional journey through one of the darkest survival games ever created. Will you be able to survive the apocalypse, or will you succumb to the chaos? Let's find out together. Into the Dead. Our Darkest Days stands apart from other zombie survival games by blending the familiar with the deeply unsettling. This isn't just about running and gunning through waves of the undead, it's a harrowing survival experience that forces players to face the emotional and mental toll of living in a post-apocalyptic world. By combining 2D side-scrolling mechanics with intense survival gameplay, this game pushes the boundaries of what we've come to expect from the genre. One of the key elements that sets this game apart is the meticulous day-night cycle. Each day presents a new set of challenges, and every choice you make carries significant consequences. During the day, you'll manage the survivors in your care, assigning them tasks to gather resources, fortify your base, and prepare for the inevitable. The night, however, is when the real terror begins. Zombies relentlessly pound at your base, chipping away at whatever defenses you've managed to build. The pressure is unrelenting, and every window you board up or barricade you construct feels like a fragile lifeline that might snap at any moment. But it's not just about surviving physically. It's about keeping your survivors mentally intact. Each character has their own needs, and if their emotional or physical state deteriorates, it could spell disaster. From hunger to exhaustion, stress to insanity, the emotional weight of survival adds a layer of complexity that other zombie games often ignore. The toll this takes on your survivors is profound. Can they keep it together under the crushing weight of hopelessness, or will they break down just when you need them the most? As the days stretch on and the stakes get higher, the game doesn't just test your strategy, it tests your soul. Each decision could be the difference between life and death, not only for your survivors but for yourself as well. Into the Dead. Our Darkest Days, survival is a delicate balancing act. Every decision you make, from scavenging for supplies to managing your survivors' emotional well-being, carries weight. The tension is palpable as you scrounge for food, weapons, and materials, knowing that each day could bring you one step closer to either triumph or disaster. The game's resource management system is brutal, yet rewarding. As you explore the desolate world around you, you'll find yourself piecing together everything from basic food and water to crafting essential weapons and fortifying your base. Each item you gather could mean the difference between life and death, but resources are scarce, and you'll need to plan carefully. Should you use your last bit of food to feed the most exhausted survivor, or hold on for an emergency? Every choice, however small, carries with it a cost that ripples through the group's survival. But the stakes don't just lie in managing supplies. Into the Dead adds an emotional depth that is rare in zombie games. As you try to keep your survivors physically healthy, you must also attend to their mental states. Fatigue, hunger, stress, and fear can all take a toll, and a breakdown in morale can have catastrophic consequences. The pressure to keep everyone alive, physically and mentally, turns each day into a tightrope walk, one misstep away from collapse. Perhaps the most heart-wrenching aspect of the game is its permanent death. feature. When a character dies, they're gone for good, and so are their unique skills and attributes. Their loss creates an emotional ripple effect, making every choice, every exploration, more urgent. Each venture into the world, where you sneak past zombies to scavenge supplies, is laced with the constant threat of losing someone you've worked so hard to protect. Into the Dead. Our Darkest Days places you in a Texas of 1980, a world that feels both familiar and eerily alien. The land is bathed in the golden warmth of sunlight, casting long shadows across deserted plains and dilapidated towns. On the surface, it feels like a place that's seen better days, a place where life once thrived, but now stands as a testament to what's been lost. The sun-drenched landscapes, vast open fields, abandoned gas stations, and weather-beaten farmhouses paint a picture of a world frozen in time, yet haunted by the remnants of what came before. This setting, so deeply tied to the harsh realities of survival, contrasts sharply with the apocalyptic horror lurking beneath. The stillness of the environment is only occasionally pierced by the screeching winds or the distant groans of zombies slowly closing in. The survivors, embodying the salt of the earth, carry with them the resilience of those who have seen hard times. They are grounded in the land, a reflection of the struggle to stay alive in a world that has no mercy. But what truly makes this setting haunting is how it feeds into the game's emotional core. The beauty of the sun-soaked countryside, while peaceful in appearance, is constantly undermined by the terror of what exists in the shadows. This contrast between serene beauty and ever-present danger is not just a backdrop. It's a reflection of the survivors' fight for hope in a world that has none left to offer. It's this uneasy balance that makes the game's atmosphere so deeply unsettling. In Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days, the survivors aren't just faceless NPCs. They are the heartbeat of the game, each with their own strengths, weaknesses, and quirks. Every character has unique traits that influence your survival strategy. Some may require less food, others may be immune to stress-inducing alcohol, and a few might excel at crafting weapons more efficiently. These differences add a layer of depth to the gameplay, as each survivor becomes a crucial piece in the delicate puzzle of survival. But the emotional weight of the game intensifies with the concept of permanent death. When a character dies, they're gone forever, taking their skills and potential with them. The bond you form with these characters is not just a matter of gameplay mechanics, it's a matter of emotional investment. Losing a character feels like losing a piece of the family you've spent so much time nurturing. Their death doesn't just affect the immediate gameplay, it carries an emotional toll that lingers. Managing these characters goes beyond feeding them and keeping them healthy. You must also maintain their mental state, ensuring they stay sane, in the face of constant despair. The strain of keeping everyone rested, calm, and productive adds a psychological layer to your choices, making each decision feel personal and weighty. Every loss, every decision to send someone into danger stings deeply. Into the Dead. Our Darkest Days is not a game that lets you off easy. Survival in this world is a daily grind, a constant battle against not only the zombies at your door, but also the relentless emotional and physical toll on your survivors. Every day, you must balance the needs of your group, managing limited resources while trying to keep everyone alive. From rationing food to ensuring there's enough water, every decision matters. You can't just focus on the zombies. You have to think about your survivor's emotional well-being too. A survivor who's exhausted or mentally broken could easily become a liability, compromising the safety of the entire group. The day-night cycle in Into the Dead magnifies this constant pressure. During the day, you have some semblance of control, whether it's scavenging for supplies, crafting weapons, or fortifying your base. But as night falls, everything changes. The zombies grow bolder, their attacks become more frequent, and your defenses are tested like never before. Every barricade you build, every window you board up, is just a temporary solution. With each passing night, the undead chip away at your fragile walls, and the emotional toll on your survivors builds. Their fear, stress, and exhaustion mount as the days drag on, and one bad decision can spiral into complete chaos. As the game progresses, the difficulty increases exponentially. The base starts to feel more like a ticking time bomb, with each night's zombie onslaught threatening to overwhelm your defenses. Your survivors' mental states become more fragile, and your resources dwindle. The emotional and physical strain of keeping your group alive in a world that is always fighting back creates an almost unbearable tension. It's a brutal, relentless cycle that keeps you on edge, where every moment feels like a countdown to disaster. Like many games in early access Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days is far from perfect. While the game offers a gripping emotional experience, there are significant issues that can break immersion. The most noticeable are the glitches and bugs that come with the territory of early access. Zombies can sometimes behave unpredictably, with their AI freezing or getting stuck in place, ruining the tension that the game builds so well. These moments are frustrating, especially when you're relying on stealth or trying to avoid detection. Speaking of stealth, the mechanics in this game still need fine-tuning. While the concept of sneaking past zombies and avoiding detection is exciting, the execution can feel inconsistent. Hiding spots aren't always effective, and the detection system can be finicky, making it hard to predict when you're actually safe. The combat, too, feels weak and unsatisfying. Melee attacks are clunky, and weapons break too easily, making each fight feel more like a slog than an intense battle for survival. On top of that, the game's inventory system feels unnecessarily limiting, which adds even more stress to scavenging. You can only carry so much, forcing you to make tough choices about what to bring back and what to leave behind. This, while adding to the game's survival aspect, can feel restrictive when you're already juggling so many other tasks. However, despite these issues, Into the Dead has immense potential. If the developers listen to community feedback, refine the mechanics, and address these bugs, this could become a standout survival game. The foundation is strong, and with the right polish, it could evolve into something truly remarkable. Into the Dead. Our Darkest Days offers an emotionally charged, uniquely immersive experience that sets it apart from typical zombie survival games. Its deep survival mechanics, where managing both the physical and mental health of survivors is crucial, create a constant sense of urgency and emotional engagement. The game's setting, Texas in 1980, perfectly blends beauty and despair, immersing players in a haunting, sun-drenched world where every decision matters. If you're looking for a survival game that pushes you to your limits, both emotionally and strategically, Into the Dead has immense potential. However, as with most early access games, it comes with its flaws. The AI glitches, inconsistent stealth mechanics, and weak combat systems can be frustrating, particularly when the game's tension is undermined by technical issues. The limited inventory system also adds unnecessary stress to the already challenging gameplay, making it harder to manage resources effectively. These elements are rough around the edges, but they're not game-breaking. So, should you buy Into the Dead now? If you're someone who enjoys early access games and is willing to endure some technical issues for a unique experience, then yes, there's a lot of potential here. But if you prefer a more polished experience, it might be worth waiting for future updates. The foundation is solid, and with community feedback and developer attention, this game could evolve into a true survival masterpiece. What do you think? Are you jumping in early, or will you wait for the developers to smooth things out? Let me know in the comments below. What do you think of Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days? Are you ready to dive into its haunting world, or are you waiting for updates to smooth out the rough edges? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. As we wrap up this deep dive into the Dead, Our Darkest Days, one question remains. Are you ready to face the chaos of survival, or will the emotional toll break you first? This game offers more than just survival. It challenges your very will to live. With every choice, every loss, the game forces you to reflect on your humanity, and as the days grow darker, only the strongest will endure. So, what do you think? Are you ready to take the plunge, or are you holding back, waiting for the game to evolve? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey into the apocalypse, like, share, and subscribe for more gripping game breakdowns. I'll see you in the next video, where survival is always the ultimate test.